What's up, man?
Yo, what's going on, Fit?
All right. What you got for me?
So basically, I'm 31 years old. Uh, I'm in the gym. I make art. I just started a podcast. Dating life isn't really ideal to what I want it to be. I live in Detroit, so I kind of deal with what's around me. You feel what I mean? But honestly, what I need help with is figuring out how not only to find balance between the work and the dating, but also how to expand outside of the 9 to 5 and take my future kind of into my own hands. When I look
So
at
why is the dating? Hold on. You said the dating is you you're dealing with what you could deal with in Detroit. Why haven't you moved?
honestly just tied to my job, tied to the 9 to 5. And that's pretty much why I'm in the position now where it's like I want to find ways to do what I do in terms of creativity, in terms of art and designing clothing, and basically have a better life than I could have here. You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't necessarily want to leave somewhere and backtrack. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm
Backtrack. How much money are you making right now?
I'm over 100K.
Okay. And your side, like your business, what you're working on, how much is that bringing you?
Nothing significant, and I feel like that's the biggest thing for me. I think I put so much into the 9 to 5 energy that I'm not having enough left for the business.
What's the 9 to 5?
So honestly, right now, bro, it's pretty chill. Like I work at the
What is it?
So I'm a quality inspector, so I help like inspect safety parts for the Ram trucks and stuff like that.
Okay, and that's not what you want to do.
Nah, I mean, like as far as the underachiever in me, I couldn't ask for a better job, right? It's like I get paid 6 figures and I mark stuff with a marker. You feel what I'm saying? I got all the OT I could want. So the bread part is cool, but it's not what I'm passionate about. And I know
But your dating life sucks, so it can be cool. Like, when is the last time you were with a girl that you liked?
I'm with girls that are cool, but not the ones that I like, not the ones I want. You feel what I'm saying? Like I can cool chicks.
The quality of girls. What would you rate the quality of girls you're with right now?
I'd say like around anywhere from 6 to 8.
So how many of them are you sleeping with consistently?
2.
And what would you rank them? Be honest, don't lie.
I'd rank one with everything included 6.5, maybe 1.7.
Okay, so you don't have any 8s that you're dealing with consistently. So you're not satisfied with your romantic life. Yes. So you got to give it this underachiever shit, because your finances being on point, but your dating life not being where it wants to be, where you want it to be, does not make you
successful, right?
Yeah, it doesn't. Like, being high value means that your entire life is well-rounded. Right. So if you're dealing with 6s, 6.5s as rotation girls, that's crazy. So you gotta have some urgency in terms of that. Like, what are you gonna do to improve that area of your life? Because that's gonna, if you have a plan in terms of what you're gonna do with improving your romantic life, it's gonna motivate you to start making more money. Yeah. Because you're making decent money and you're getting decent money and okay pussy, like average.
You feel me?
So you're living a life like a regular dude. You're 31 years old. I mean, you're not doing bad. But you're right around what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
So what is your plan? What are you going to do to start sleeping with hotter girls? Where are you meeting these girls?
I know I don't really do a lot of online dating. Usually I'll see, like, if I'm out at a bar or if I'm somewhere, I'll shoot my shot. So sometimes it's successful, sometimes it's not. But honestly, just what I found is, I know me personally, I've always been alone. Like, I've never really needed to be in a relationship. So a lot of times, I know, like, when you're dealing with women, when you're maintaining frame, it helps a lot more. But I just know me personally, bro, like, sometimes I care too much. You feel what I'm saying? If I'm being for real. So
what does that mean?
So sometimes I'll be like in my head about a lot of shit, or when I'm dealing with chicks, like, I won't even attempt because I don't even want to take on the extra emotional time commitment. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay, so it sounds like you're meeting lower quality girls. Yeah. Are these girls at the bars you're meeting?
I've met some girls at the bars. Like, I'll meet some girls out and about. But honestly, like I said, I think my biggest issue is just my own, like, picking and choices. Because I know there's still, like, even though I'm in Detroit, there's still some fire chicks out here.
Right, that's what I'm saying. There are gonna be girls that are higher quality where you are, but if you're relying on only meeting them on dating, I mean on like in the clubs, then how these two girls that you're dealing with now, where did you meet them?
I'm at one of them at a fashion show, and then the other one I met at, where did I even meet? Yes, Loki. She was just a fan of my artwork. She reached out to me.
Okay, so yeah, how you're meeting women isn't sustainable. You're meeting women. Your operations of meeting women is in scarcity. So you're operating out of scarcity in how you meet women. You don't have enough leads to meet women, so you're just taking what you can get. Same thing with your career. You're taking what you can get. You're not overachieving in anything.
I feel that.
So you gotta get hungry, man. How long is it gonna take?
So for me, I feel like I've been on my grind heavy since about 2022. And like I said, for me, it's kind of hard to focus on the three at once. You know, like either like something's gonna take a hit, and usually I'll let it be dating. So if I'm
no way, that's a lie. The only time that something takes a hit is if you let it. If you prioritize your day, if you calendarize your days, if you allocate time to everything in your life, it will never take a hit.
I do feel like I have organization issues for sure.
Right. So you guys always talk about there's no trade-offs if you know how to organize your time better. So what the real problem is time management. I don't know how to manage my time better as a man. I need to, when I go to work, I'm working. When I'm in the gym, I'm in the gym. When those times are over, I'm working on other things. If you're not putting time to other things, how do you expect them to improve?
I feel like that's pretty much the goal I've been on. So I'm also starting a podcast where I interview other artists, just because I realized, on the one hand, even though I know art and clothing brands, like they can make very significant money online, I realize that content and intellectual property is kind of something that I can leverage a bit better in terms of wherever I go. So
okay. So how long? When did you hold up? Let me ask you a question. When did you think about this podcast?
I thought about the podcast last year, and I launched it back in March.
It took you a year to launch a podcast. The problem.
Well, I knew I wanted to do it in November. I got my partner who helps me record in December, and then we started recording 10 episodes, and then we launched the first one in March.
Y'all were hustling backwards. Since last year, how many episodes have you uploaded?
We have 3. We're dropping the 4th.
3. And so you guys haven't even dropped one yet?
No, we've dropped 3 episodes, and now we're dropping the 4th. Yeah.
Okay, so in 1 year, you've only uploaded 3 pieces of content. Well, got some
so it's basically like been 1 a month, because we launched in March. So March, April, May.
Y'all are never gonna grow. How do you expect to grow? That's what I'm saying. This all ties to the organizational issues you have, with the lack of success you're getting in your dating life, with the mediocrity you have in your financial life. You're making okay money, but you're moving like a snail. How are you going to upload 1 piece of content a month and expect to ever make something out of it? You learn as you make content. The moment you thought about that podcast, you should have started uploading with your homies or by yourself. You could have been at 200-300 episodes by now. You'd have learned so much in the meantime. That's the whole point. You have to keep working. You're never gonna make it perfect. That's you guys' issue. Y'all are trying to make everything perfect before you do it. Oh, I need to be this before I talk to this girl. I need to be this. Start now.
Real.
All right.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right, man. Have a good one.